Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a great day and are doing well and are, yeah, are just staying healthy and all that good stuff. There's a lot going on today, so I gotta try to stay focused to remember it all. First of all, there's a full moon tonight, so happy full moon to everybody. I started releasing music miniatures every full moon. I guess I started the last week. I started on New Year's Eve, actually, of 2020. So a little bit past the halfway point, and there's a full moon tonight. And after I'm done with this live stream, I gotta put the finishing touches on the music and then get it out there. So check that out. It will be up on my Bandcamp and all the streaming services. I'll give it to my distributor today, and it may take a couple days to get on Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff, but it will be there. So I think that's what I wanted to say regarding my compositions. I hope your compositions are going well, though. And after I kind of wanted to build on last week's lesson of inversions. Remember, if we had our C major chord and we played it C, E, G, that's just a root position chord. And then if we played it E, G, C, that's a first inversion chord. And then if we played it G, C, E, that's a second inversion chord. And then it cycles back over again, where if it was C, E, G, it's still root position. It's just up an octave. So I wanted to kind of combine that information with what was talked about 2 lessons ago and 3 lessons ago. And that was when we were looking for chords to move to. And we came across some chords based on C being the common tone. Because we're in C major, I wanted this tone to stay as a chord tone for our next chord that we're moving to. And we're only dealing with major and minor triads. So we got a C major triad, which obviously has a C in it. We got a C minor triad, which obviously has a C in it. We've got an F major triad with a C in it. We've got an F minor triad with a C in it. Got an A flat major triad with a C in it. And we've got an A minor triad with the C in it. So I wanted to kind of bring all of this together to synthesize all of this information. And we're going to really break it down really easily. So we've got a C major triad, C, E, G. And we're going to go to F major triad. Very common chord progression. You've heard it before, I'm sure. And so all I'm doing is just playing C, E, G, that C root position triad, and moving it up to F, A, C, F root position triad. And this is cool, and it's a great starting place. But I want to take us to the next level. So we're going to do that by playing this F chord as an inversion. So we've got C, E, G. And something that's really cool, they call it voice leading, that really makes music interesting is how we voice lead, or how we change getting from one note to the next. So I'm going to voice lead. I'm going to figure out a cool way to voice lead from C major triad to F major triad. And I'm going to do that because I'm going to leave the C the same. And this E that was in our C major triad, I'm going to bump this up to an F because they're just a half step away. And lastly, this G that was in our C major triad, I'm going to bump it a whole step up to A, which is the third chord tone, which is the third which functions as a sorry, I'm tripping over myself here. A is the third in an F major chord. So bringing it back from this G to this F, or excuse me, to this A, G to A. So we got C, E, G, and now we got C, F, A. Play those. So this is the same triad or chord changes from C major to F major. But listen how differently that sounds than if we were to play them both in root position. Here's root position, and now I'm going to play the F major in second inversion. See how much smoother that sounds? It's kind of cool. And those are just ways that we can kind of create movement, create interest, create ideas, while also keeping it kind of in the same neighborhood, keeping it familiar, keeping it not too jarring. That is more jarring to my ears than this. Because the chord tones are in closer proximity, like I said earlier, the E to the F and the G to the A. That is a much smaller jump, those intervals, than when we pick the E up and move it up to an A, or if we pick that G up and move it up to a C. And we would do that because root 3-5 in the C major is the same as root 3-5 in the F major. Let's see here. I feel like there's something else I wanted to talk about in relation to that I just remembered. So if we got this C root position triad and we play the F second position triad, let's say we want to keep ascending, but we want to go back to a C triad, but we want to keep ascending. So now what we do is we've got this C, we've got this C, F, A. So what we need to do is, because we want to keep ascending, we're going to bring this C up to an E, bring this F up to a G, and bring this A up to a C. So it'll sound like this. Again, from F second position triad, and this is going to be C first position triad, or first inversion, excuse me. First inversion triad. Second inversion triad F chord to first inversion C chord to second inversion F chord to root position C chord. So I'm going to keep doing that. Basically, it's just like you find the closest chord tone that moves up as you're going from C major to F major to C major to F major. So check out how it sounds. C major root position, F major second position, C major first inversion, F major root position, C major second inversion, F major first inversion, and now we're back at C major root position. Now I'll go back the other way, but I won't say it. It's a cool effect. And obviously you can go down as well. So we got C, E, G. Move this G down to an F. This E from our C chord we're going to move down to a C. This C from our C chord we're going to move down to an A. So it sounds like this. that's music. Come on. I hope that makes sense. I hope that you like that. If you got any questions, let me know. I would love to give you some one-on-one private instruction if you like. Just reach out to me. I offer 100% money back guarantee, so you got nothing to lose. I just want to help you with music, through music. I just want to help you through music. Yeah, I think that's the answer. I will be back here next Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for another live stream, so join me then. And also, don't forget to check out the full moon music, releasing later today. And I'll see you all next week. Have a great week, everybody.